All right, everybody. Well, it looks like it's a little bit past 12:45 here, so let's go ahead and get started. And My name is Eric Volden. I'm the Director of Admissions here at Seward County Community College. And I just kind of want to review some of the stuff that we've talked about today and then tell you how you can get started in one of these amazing CTE programs that you've seen. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you all so you can kind of see, some of the things that we're talking about. So you should be checking out this nice CTE Expo slide right here, right? Okay. So some of the things that we've talked about today, of course, are the different program divisions and career and technical education that you can see in those. So we are looking at stuff like allied health, which covers, the medical programs, industrial technology, and agriculture, business, and personal services. So moving on with allied health, those programs, like I mentioned, those are medical field programs. In the Allied Health Division, you've heard them talk about nursing, certified nurse's aide, certified medication aide, surgical technology, med lab technology, phlebotomy, and respiratory therapy today. Of course, nursing, just about any of these programs are great career opportunities. There's a big shortage of medical staff right now in hospitals all across the U.S., especially in fields of nursing. And right now, with the coronavirus, COVID-19 popping up, they're needing a lot more respiratory therapists as well. So great career paths within allied health. So some of the things that we've talked about there today. So in the next division, we're looking at industrial technology. So industrial technology are those programs that are going to deal with your hands, right? You're going to be building something either, on paper or actually physically building. The programs in that division that they talked about today: welding, automotive technology, machine tool technology, diesel tech, CDL, truck driving, corrosion technology, process technology, natural gas compression, HVAC, auto body collision repair, and drafting and design. These are technical hands-on programs for the most part that you're going to come in, get your certifications, and go right to work. And remember, corrosion technology specifically is one of 5 programs in the entire United States. And that program is quickly moving online too. So if that's an option for you, you might think about it. That's all in the industrial technology section. Next up is ag, business, and personal services. So inside the Ag Business and Personal Services Division, you are looking at, of course, agriculture, the business programs like business administrative technology, business marketing and management, business administration and accounting, plus computer information systems, and personal services like cosmetology. If you are interested in any of those programs, different certifications, and of course, different licenses that come along with it. One thing that I should mention specifically right now is if you are looking at getting into the cosmetology program, the requirements are a little more stringent to get into cosmetology because it is a state licensing program. So if that is something that you're interested, definitely get in touch with me after this is over, either later on today or tomorrow, and I'll tell you more about cosmetology specifically. But right now, those are what is in the Ag Business and Personal Services division. We offer certification programs in this for career and technical education. So as far as certification programs, well, let me tell you a little bit about those. They can take as little as a few weeks or up to 3 semesters for full certification. That's for most of the programs within industrial technology and ag business and personal services. Allied health is a little bit different. Allied health has a lot of prerequisite programs, a lot of general education classes that you need to take before you can kind of get into some of those programs. So be sure you find out the qualifications, especially if you're looking at nursing, surg tech, respiratory therapy, or med lab tech, okay? But the rest of the certifications you can do in as little as a few weeks or up to 3 semesters for full certification. And Associate of Applied Science is offered with those for just 1 more semester. So if you come in for 3 semesters, you can stay for the 2 full years and head home with your Associate of Applied Science. That means you can go to work sooner with more qualified credentials and making a lot more money right off the bat. Okay, now let's talk about how do you get started. It's easy to get started at Seward County Community College. We try to make it as easy as possible for you. The first step is, of course, fill out your application. Yeah, it's pretty simple, right? Fill out your application, and there are a few ways you can do that. You can get a paper application from the admissions office or from a Seward County recruiter, or you can print one for yourself. It's pretty easy. Just head to sccc.edu. We have a fillable PDF version online. Pardon me. A fillable PDF version online. So if you have the capability to fill out a PDF through your web browser, you can do that and then just save it, email it back to us, all right? You can also print off that PDF version if you have a printer and would rather fill it out by hand. And we also have a fully online version as well. Just hit the apply online, follow all the steps, and it's that simple. You'll submit it, we'll get it, we'll check it out. Next step, submit your documents. We'll need a TB questionnaire from you. TB questionnaire, really simple. That is also online as well in the application section of our website, sccc.edu. Okay. A TB questionnaire, it's just 5 questions, and you sign it at the bottom. Really quick, really easy, no hassle. We also need a copy of your high school transcript or GED and transcripts from any other colleges that you may have attended. If you are taking the classes as a high school concurrent student, we still may need your transcript, and especially if you're coming as a new freshman out of high school. You've graduated, we absolutely need your high school transcript, GED, and then transcripts from any other colleges you may have. Some of the programs also may require you to submit a cover letter or a letter of recommendation. Okay, depending on the program, you might also be required to take a standardized test, like the TAPE test, the TEAS test, the Accuplacer, but we'll let you know before you go into those programs what kind of testing you'll need if it's required, okay? And again, if you are taking a CTE class while you're still in high school, you're a sophomore, a junior, or a senior, and you're taking some of these classes, consult with your counselor about other requirements. Some schools are different, and all schools want to make sure that not only are you going to be successful in your high school career, but you're going to be successful while you're up here too. So be sure you consult with your high school counselor if you're interested in any of these programs. So that is pretty much it for the moment, and I will open it up for questions if anybody has any questions. Before we get to that, though, real quick, I want to leave you with some of our contact information. I'm going to leave this displayed up for a little bit in case you want to write some of this stuff down. So you can give us a call. Our phone number is 620-417-1100. That goes straight to the admissions office. Any one of us would be glad to answer any of your questions, okay? If you want to email us, you can send it to admissions@sccc.edu. Pretty simple to remember, right? And we also have a texting line. Now, this is my personal texting line. So if you have any questions about any of the programs that you've seen today, any other kind of programs, any other admissions requirements, whatever you need, feel free to drop me a text, okay? That's 620-325-4078. And one more thing before we get to more questions, be sure to follow us on social media. We do have a Facebook page, Seward County Community College. Be sure you look that up on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter, Seward County Community College, and we also have Saints Admissions on Twitter as well. And the same thing for Instagram too, Saints Admissions, if you want to follow us on Twitter and Instagram. So other than that, I will be ready for questions. Hang on, let me put that back up. I'm just going to leave that right there for a little bit. So if we have any kind of questions or anything, I would be glad to answer any questions you may have. Leave that up for just a second longer. Okay, you got it? Are we good? Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. Don't let me scare you because you're about to see my face again. Okay, there we go. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to put them up in chat. I'll be hanging out for a couple of more minutes if you need any more information. But be sure to give us a call, send us an email, or shoot me a text. We'd be glad to help. Any questions? Anything? No questions? And be sure you check out the ag program too. Yeah, ag program, they're doing a new grain elevator operations certification right now. So yeah, something new we've got offered out at the ag program this year. A lot of fun too. hanging out at the greenhouses, whatnot. There you go, Nick. Well, we have 3 more minutes, if anybody, or I can sing the song I was humming earlier, if you want to hear that. Okay. All right, guys. Thanks for coming to this year's CTE Expo. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next year. Feel free to call if you have any questions.